Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I have an exciting video, at least for me, this is an exciting video because it's something new and also there is so much potential. So you guys probably already come to my channel for things like Payhip videos or Google Sheets videos because I sell Google Sheets templates. And I was doing some research on YouTube, watching other people's videos, and I came across a video that created a web app. And the more I started looking into it, the more I realized that with the tools we have available, so large language models like Chat GPT, Gemini, you could actually create some of these web apps. And that's what I have right now on my screen. This is one I created using a prompt in Gemini. Now, I had to make several changes. This did not just magically appear after one prompt. I went back and forth many times, tweaking and changing it until it created what I wanted. I'm going to be showing you all of the web apps that I have created. So it's not going to be a tutorial on how to. That's going to be coming later. What I'm going to show you today is all the examples of what I created using Chat GPT, Gemini, Lake Chat, and Canva. I never even considered Canva as one of the options, but they do have a section for writing code. And I use the same principles that I use for the other large language models and applied it to the prompt area in Canva. And it created these web apps for me. These web apps that I'm showing you are actually downloadable HTML files. What this means is that you download it to your computer and then you open it using a browser like Safari or Chrome, and it exists on your computer. So that means you don't really need the internet to use it. All right, so with all that being said, let's jump right into all of the examples. This is the first one. This is an Etsy sales dashboard. If you're an Etsy seller, you know that there's a report that you can download from your profile that gives you a list of the sales or the orders you had for the month or the year. Now, I have downloaded this data before, and it's a CSV file, which of course you can filter through and make some sense out of the data. But I wanted something more. I wanted a situation where I could just upload that CSV data and look at a dashboard, which is this, and it would give me the summary of that information. So that's exactly what I did. So here I have uploaded sample data to this dashboard. So what I did was I created this dashboard, and let me show you what it looks like. So I will clear this. So here's what it looks like when you start off with it, and you choose a file. All right, so here I have my Etsy placeholder data that I created for this specific purpose. And voila, it just creates this dashboard automatically. I mean, this is within seconds. And the fact that you don't need internet to do this makes it even more amazing. You can see your revenue trends through the year. You can see summaries above. You can see where your customers are coming from, breakdown of countries based on how much they ordered and how much they spent. Here you can see a top 20 and bottom 20 items. So this is ready to go. It did take me several hours to make this because I had to go back and forth. But what I'm going to do is create individual videos based on feedback. So I'm going to need your feedback. Tell me what you want to see, all right, based on the examples of dashboards that I'm going to show you today. And then I'll decide which ones to create the individual videos for. So I'm going to need your feedback and your help for this step. So leave it in the comment section. Based on all of the web apps I show you, let me know which ones you want to see a deep dive on. Number 2 is a Payhip analysis dashboard. So another thing that I talk about on this channel is Payhip, because I use Payhip to sell my digital products alongside Etsy. And just like Etsy, you can download your sales information in a CSV file. And I wanted to do the same thing here. So now let's upload the CSV file from a demo Payhip shop. So I'm going to choose file. Here's the CSV file. So double click to load it in. And just like the Etsy one, immediately you have this beautiful dashboard. It's very clear. You can see summary information up here, your revenue by month, revenue by week, a breakdown of your sales based on country, and a summary of your top 20 and bottom 20 products here. So it's exactly the same as the Etsy one, but optimized. All right, so the next one is called Freelancer HQ. What this is going to be used for is to track your project and the time you're spending on each project. So we have a dashboard, the summary of all your projects. You have a place where you can generate your invoice. It's really amazing what you can do with a web app. You don't need a lot of fancy tools when you have something like this, all right? And I was going to show you the setting area because you can change your currency and you could add some more business information, upload your logo. This is where you would adjust your project names, categories, right? And then this is what feeds into everything else. So when you want to log in your time, you would click this login button and then you could add your date, your task, assign it to a project, assign it to a category, type in the hours you spent and the rate. And then all of this information gets fed into the summary dashboard where you can see all of this very useful data that hopefully will be very helpful for your business. And an additional bonus is you can generate your invoice right here. So just click on this and select a project, type in your client's information. I'm just going to type in some information real quick here, just so we can generate an invoice. And here's what the invoice looks like. I mean, it's pretty simple. And of course, you can make changes if you want to make this look a little better, but it's a basic invoice and it has everything you need to send your invoice to your client. All right, the next one is a recurrent calendar. And this is one I had a lot of fun creating because I do sell recurrent calendars in Google Sheets. So I wanted to see if this is something that I could recreate in a web app form. And here's what I was able to create. So you would add your task here, add a start date and an end date, select a category. And then here is the fun part. You would select your recurrence frequency. And I only have a few of them here, but you could add more frequencies while you are prompting the large language model to design this web app. So let's do daily and then add task. And here's what it looks like. So we can edit this. Let's say change this to weekdays, and I'll change it to work just to give it a different category so you can see how it works. And I also created another version of this. So the same types of prompts, but I use Canva, and I'll show you what the Canva one looks like. All right, so here's the one I created in Canva. The same concept. This is a web app. This is not a template in Canva. And it took me several hours for this one because I had to go back and forth so many times because I wanted to add more and more and more features. So you can see this one has a dashboard here that displays the information based on what's going on in the calendar. I was able to add this checkoff box so you can cross off tasks as you complete them, and it shows you a summary of your actions right here. This one took me a lot longer because I wanted additional features. It can be recreated in this way in other large language models. The next one is a Kanban board. If you're not familiar with a Kanban board, you have these different boards with statuses. So to do, in progress, done, right? And then you add in your task. So here's a task I already added, and you can see you can easily move it around. All right, you can add a new task, add a task name, description, due date. Everything is done right here. Add a priority, add task, and add the description, and you can just drag it around. It's very basic, but it works. It does what you expect a Canva board would do. And then you can add more columns, delete columns, save it so that every time you open this on your browser, it remembers the task that you added before and it saves that. So really nice, really simple. I created more than one version using 2 different large language models. All right, the next one is a keyword analysis dashboard. I've been selling on Etsy for several years and I use eRank a lot. I've been using it for many years. So I downloaded a file from eRank. So I'm going to upload it here by clicking on choose a file. And we're going to use this one right here. And here's what it looks like. So at first glance, you're like, okay, what is this? So let's start with the top and I'll show you the magic of this very simple additional tool to eRank. So it shows you basic things like number of keywords, average searches, whatever. We have some charts here, but we'll come back to this. I want to filter out products that have a certain search number and competition number. So I don't want to see everything. I want to make sure that the product is being searched for and something with low to medium competition. All right. And then the other thing that frustrates me with the search result with eRank is that it sometimes filters too much. Okay. So you have a lot of extra things that you don't care about. So I believe for this search, I was looking for Google Sheets planners or something like that. So I have things like Shrek, which may or may not be tied to what I'm looking for, right? So what I did was create a place that you can exclude some words. So I'm just going to exclude Shrek, all right? And then I also want to exclude single keywords like planner. I want to know the type of planner people want. I don't want to know how many people are searching for planner. So I'm going to exclude planner. I'm also going to exclude digital planner because I am going to be creating a digital planner. So I don't need that information. I need to know what type of digital planner. So as you notice, the more I exclude keywords, these things are changing. This is changing as well as these graphs are changing right here. So you can see this has the top 10 keywords by average searches and by average clicks. So another one I would want to exclude is digital download because it's going to be a digital download. That's not useful information for me. So I'm going to exclude that. And right here, you can see the top keyword by searches comes up. So I want to exclude that because, again, not useful. Now you can see it starts becoming useful. Now we can see budget planner shows up as the top keyword search. And if we go to this chart here, you can see budget planner, daily planner, seating chart, budget spreadsheet, habit, budget, ADHD. So you can see that it stands out. It shows you the average searches here. And then it shows you similar information right here for budget planner standing out. Now, top 10 keywords by competition shows up. And then you could remove things like download and instant download to see the real keywords that are showing up based on competition. So this would hopefully take that information from eRank that, can be helpful, but you have to kind of dig to make sense of it and put it in here, and you can make sense of it in minutes. The last one is this hyperlinked PDF planner. Now, if you've ever created a hyperlinked planner using Keynote, PowerPoint, Google Slides, or even Canva, you know it is a lot of work. It takes days, right, to create all these pages that all connect to each other with hyperlinks. And then you have to download it as a PDF and make sure all your hyperlinks work. It takes a long time. So I was wondering, is there a way to make this process more automatic? So that's what led me here. So here's how it would work. You can add a planner title. For now, I'm just going to leave it blank. We're going to use the start date and end date of January 1st, 2026, right? You have the calendar you can select your date from. The end date would be December 31st, 2026. So like Sunday start, Monday start. Here are the pages that you can generate. I want to show the week numbers. Select a page theme, select your size. I'll leave it as letter. Landscape is fine. Let's preview our PDF and test it out. So here is what our PDF looks like. Okay, so it's a calendar, looks nice. The important part is the hyperlink. So let's see if it works. So when we click January 1st, it should take us to the daily page for January 1st. So let's see, and it works. You can go back to the month. Let's do another one, January 9th. Takes us to January 9th. Go back to the beginning. Let's go to February. So you can see that we can navigate, right, to each month from the top. Select the dates you want. And then we have the weekly pages, which of course, when you click the week number right here, it takes you to the weekly planner. So again, not the prettiest planner, but it works. If you want a quick hyperlinked planner, it does the job. All right, so that is all I have for this overview. I do want to create individual videos going through each one. So what I'm doing next is creating prompts that I can use to show you how I created this. And if you want to create alongside with me, you can then make the changes that you want to your specific web app. So I hope this was helpful. Please leave in the comment section below which one you want to see me create next. Of course, I would love to create all of them, but I want to know the ones that you guys think is useful. Let me know if you've tried this before. If you have any tips or tricks that would be helpful for everyone, let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.